Hello and welcome to my office hours. I'm Gabby Starnes and I'm here to help you. If you're starting a business, have a business, you're probably watching this video because you're failing the test, but that's okay. You're gonna get a second chance. That's why you're here in my office hours. You know nothing about me. I've been in marketing for over 16 years. I started as a little small guy on the totem pole, doing social media strategy for people way back when social media had nothing to do with TikTok, okay? That's how crazy and long I've been in this thing. Now, I own and CEO at my own company called Helps2. It's a marketing agency in Kansas City, and our clients are all over the nation, but we love to help our local people. And so I can tell you exactly about what we're talking about today, which is filling your pipeline. And I know you need to know that or you wouldn't have clicked on this video. So I have been in your shoes. I've been where there's nobody in my pipeline and I'm wondering and praying, God, where are these people gonna come from? I gotta pay my bills. And then I've also been on the other side where the pipeline is wild. So let's get going. I've done this for myself, I've done this for others, and I'm gonna give you 3 things today, 3 pieces of strategy, marketing strategy, not sales strategy today, okay? Just so you know, we'll get to the difference between those two in a second. But 3 pieces of strategy today that if you implement, I bet you in the next 60 to 90 days, you're gonna see a huge difference in people actually getting in touch with you, okay? So really quickly, before we jump in, you need to know this. Around these parts, we do not confuse sales with marketing, okay? I know that's hard. And listen, I've been on teams before where the marketing team and the sales team, they are ready to go to war. Like battleships out, words, fighting words spoken, people declaring territory. We're not doing that here, okay? Marketing is me fishing and allowing the leads to come in, hopefully inbound marketing. That's what I'm gonna teach you today, is you allowing the leads to come in. And then you also might do some cold outbound marketing where you are literally going out there and you are finding the leads like Easter eggs in the grass and pulling them inside. So 2 types of marketing. I'm gonna teach you 2 strategies that are actually the inbound strategy. You fishing and then allowing the fish to come to you, pulling it in, all right? And then the second one, you're literally gonna go find the fish in the water, grab it, and bring it in, okay? Same pond, hello, but different means for sure. One's a little more aggressive, but that's fine. It feels that way, but honestly, a lot of people do it and it's fine. Now sales, let's talk about it, okay? So sales, guys. Sales, and this is where the fights happen between the sales team and the marketing team. Because the marketing team, I just had a call today actually with my ad specialist on my team. You can get 50 leads for somebody. Truly, you can. We just did it for someone in October. Like a service company that could use 50 leads, if they converted even half of those, they would probably make about 20K. 20K, crazy. So, like profit 20K, just so you know. But if these people do not, and we love them, so not just these people, but if they do not actually have great phone etiquette or understand their offerings to communicate them in order to book the lead, we can't do anything about that. That's not a marketing function. That is a sales function. Now listen, us on the marketing side, we have helped people stretch and do that thing, create the messaging, do the sales, all of that. And I think that function has been put on marketing, but truly, I need you to know today I'm giving you marketing strategy. So let's not even wait any longer. Let's go in. I know some of you are failing the test or you wouldn't be in office hours with me right now. So let's go in, all right? And just so you know, my board back here, it literally says leads, arrow to sales, okay? If it's for some of you, you probably wonder. Anyways, I got my notes. Let's jump in. The first strategy I want to give you is SEO. Now, for those of you who have no clue what SEO is, it stands for search engine optimization. For those of you who do, your grade is already looking better on this test to come, okay? So search engine optimization, what's beautiful about this is, I love it. It always works when done well. It is a little technical, but I'm gonna give you some of the basics that if you just deploy these basics today, in 90 days, I really believe you're gonna see a little bit of a leak, a little bit of a change in your lead generation. Now your website, that's on you. It needs to be good to a certain degree, right? It can't be broken user experience, all of that, because if I help you bring traffic to your website and then the user experience is horrible, you're not gonna get the leads, just to let you know. So SEO, let's start basics here, okay? It's 3 pillars. The first pillar is like what I just told you. Your website is a great user experience. It doesn't need any technical fixes, no dead ends, no broken links. That's huge to Google and other, Bings and DuckDuckGo. People still use those. You'd be surprised. So number 2, backlinks, which is another website linking to yours. That's for another day. We're not even going there. We might go there another time. And number 3, which we're gonna land on, content, okay? Content. It's important. It moves the needle. I swear it to you, okay? So a lot of people, for example, I had a client, I did a marketing blueprint for them. If you want one of those, that's a custom marketing strategy. Link in my description of this video or wherever you're watching it. You can absolutely sign up for your own. I'll create your custom marketing strategy for you. So we'll go beyond what we're doing today. But I did this for this person to bring it full circle. And they are a local business here that sells an amazing service. Like there's so much demand. And SEO is really taking the demand. People are already searching for what you're doing. So SEO, people are searching and you are just putting yourself in a position to be found. So with this client's website, they work in the food industry. I actually looked up keywords that had to do with his services. So like meal prep, Kansas City, catering, Kansas City, different things like that. Very simple actually. And you know what? You could buy tools here at my company, Helps2. We use tools like Ahrefs, AccuRanker, all of that because we're in the weeds every day, all day. But you can use Google Keyword Planner to find some keywords and see how many people are searching for them. And so when we're looking up keywords with our tools, we're looking for monthly search volume, how many people are searching for these keywords every month. If it is in between, anywhere between, I would say, we like to keep it on the smaller end. So let's say 500 searches a month to even 20, depending on the service. Like you gotta think, if it's not a super competitive keyword, if 20 people are searching in your metro area every month for meal prepping services, that's huge. If you can convert 10% of those, hello, that's 2 people a month that you now have on your client roster. That's a big deal. So what we did is we did a content calendar for this person and their business. We started with optimizing the homepage, making it rank for a keyword that makes sense to the business, like personal meal prepper, Kansas City, right? And that's just an example. And that maybe had 200 people searching for that a month. And then we built out their service pages. And so on this content calendar, long story short, we did meal prepping and we found the keywords. I usually personally don't try to rank for more than 3 to 5 keywords with one page on the website. So we did meal prepping, we did food consultations, we did, what did I say earlier? Catering. So we did all of those, put them on the content calendar, put a title with the primary keyword. So you're gonna want a primary keyword. So meal prep Kansas City, let's say that's the primary keyword. So for the title, we want meal prep Kansas City exactly as we searched it with that search volume and that title. And so we went ahead, and we did 20 different content pieces. Some were service pages. And then once we ran out of service pages for him, we just started writing blogs and creating blog titles with relevant keywords that would actually turn into customers. So we did that. And then we wrote, and you can use AI to do this, you guys. You don't have to sit down and write anymore. Google has said that they will give total leeway to AI written blogs and content. They're not going to penalize it. So feel free to use it. Of course, handwritten, like you as a human, is always going to be better. And I know the search engines can tell, but AI works too. We've helped clients totally skyrocket with AI written content. Incredible. So I would go ahead and write out, and if you want my prompt, look in the description of this video. I'll put it there. Write out exactly what you feel that piece of content should be with the 3 to 5 keywords, especially that first primary keyword that's in the title. Write that out into your piece of content and go ahead and post it on your website. Get that posted, get that on there. And what that's gonna do for you, when Google finally crawls it, and life hack, make sure you're signed up for Google Search Console. Once again, Google Search Console. So you can submit your blogs, your service content, your homepage, again, once you update it with this new content, with the keywords I'm telling you to research. Make sure you submit it to Google Search Console and have Google index your blog, which means it's crawled it, because there's a ton of content out there. So Google has to filter through thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of pages daily, if not like hourly. It's crazy. There's a lot of us humans writing content, a lot of us AI bots out here writing content. So long story short, submit it early to Google Search Console so that it can get up there as soon as possible. You don't want it to finally get indexed a year later. Sometimes it never happens at all, which is so sad when I see clients going through that. So make sure that is the case. And then once you have finally worked through your content, it doesn't need to be done over a certain time period. You can do it all at once, or you can work through it one thing a week. Like, it's up to you. But the more you work those keywords into the content on your website, the more those people searching for those keywords are most likely gonna find your content. So there you go. Strategy number 1. Always works if you do it well. Also, some pointers: do not keyword stuff, meaning don't just write the content and stuff keywords wherever, because Google knows. Google is smart, guys. I wanna say he, but it's it. It knows, it can tell. Also, make sure you have some metadata, which is when you're searching on Google, that little piece of content copy right under the blue title, most often, if you're not like grayscale on your computer. And make sure that that keyword is in, that primary keyword is in your title. That's enough to get you some traffic. I promise you. If you want more help, let me know. Leave a comment in the description below, or in the comments below. And there's also some info and resources in the description below. I got you. All right, let's move on. Number 2, you've probably heard this over and over again: social media. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, when it comes to filling my pipeline, I'm on social media. You're watching this right now because I'm on social media. Social media can be powerful, especially, in my personal opinion, YouTube. What's great, I tell a lot of my clients, when you are desperate to fill your pipeline, you just have to get rid of your pride, to be honest. That's the biggest thing. And once you do, you can find yourself in a place like myself, no pride, none. Here we are. Maybe a little, God's helping me. But once you do your SEO calendar, you can actually take those same pieces of content that you've created titles for and even content for, those same keywords, and do videos with them on YouTube. YouTube is the second biggest search engine, and it's owned by Google, so come on the earth. So when you do videos with SEO optimized titles and your, video description has some of those keywords in there, you are going to find people that are searching for those things and are like-minded and might want your help. So I highly recommend YouTube for a social media strategy. Do a video a week. If you're truly serious about your pipeline, one video, SEO optimized, do not guess. Do not guess, okay? Do one video a week and see how it transforms your pipeline. Do it for 90 days, I promise you. Well, to be honest, YouTube might take a little bit longer to get going, but start with a 90-day sprint, another 90 days. Start using some of your content, put it through like an AI generator like Opus Clips. Have Opus Clips break it up into other reels, put it in other places, TikTok, IG, YouTube Shorts. Do that and watch it all change. Watch it all change. Easy, right? Well, it is a bit of a heavier lift because you're not just like throwing money at the problem, you're throwing effort at it, but definitely doable. Okay, I know we breezed past social media because I feel like you guys have a great understanding most often of it. If I need to go deeper, let me know. But you just can't go wrong with YouTube. Guys, there's videos that I made years ago, not on this channel, but other channels, that like 10 years ago, that are still getting leads. People are still reaching out to me for the video, and it's incredible. I never expected that, but that's how YouTube works. Great search engine capability, great for getting found. You can do it. Now, number 3, those last 2 were inbound, right? You put it there, you put the content there, people come in to you. So inbound marketing, right? This third one is not popular amongst people loving it or liking to do it, but it works really well. And I have actually made, 6 figures doing this in a year. Crazy. It's called Cold outreach. I know. Before you shut off the video or throw something at the TV or your phone or whatever, slam me on the counter, listen, there are AI tools, and we can go into this in another video. Like, I've used GrowBots. That is what helped me make 6 figures in a year, by reaching out to people in the industries that I love to serve when my pipeline was dry. And those people got back to me. They wanted to work with me. And then we did like contracts for like almost a couple years sometimes, like crazy amounts of money with retainers. So cool how GrowBots can work. What it does is it scours the internet, and then of course you have to pay for it, just so you know. And I'm not even someone that's affiliated with them anymore. So this is totally me just putting you on game here. So it's office hours. What do you expect? So GrowBots, what it does is it scours the internet for email addresses. I would say about 90% of those email addresses actually are still being used. So you're going to get like the 10%, kickback, but it's just the name of the game. So it automates that process. You select the industry, how big you want the company to be, where you want the company to be, how many people work for that company, how they've structured their website. Like you can fine tune it so well and so detailed. So it cultivates those people, and then you dial in a very engaging email sequence. And what GrowBots does is it sends to those people that you have cultivated for that special send or that industry, and then it'll send to them I was doing a week, but you can do every 3 days. You can assign a time period for it. And so every week they'd get a message from me, and it wouldn't be on the weekends. It'd only be on, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. And so it doesn't stop until the person replies. So they can say stop, or they can say, hey, I'm interested, or just, it doesn't stop though. So, and I would only do 4. I wouldn't go past that, but you can go past that. So that worked great. That's called cold email outreach. Another thing that we've done here at my company is we've actually reached out to people personally. Like when someone is running a business and they're struggling on Instagram or LinkedIn, we've done that. And we've made that just a part of who we are. We want to be available to people. And so it doesn't feel so cold to us anymore. It feels more like we're helping people, which is like, you're always going to have, some kind of success when you're actually giving value to people and helping them, right? Like they need help and you're volunteering to help them. Hello, it makes sense. It's like a match made in heaven. So we've done that. Also, another thing people will never talk about, especially, people from the younger generation, is Facebook. Facebook, to be honest, I'm gonna be real, I actually really enjoy it nowadays. I'm of the era where when Facebook first came out, you could only get on it if you had a college email address. And I did. It was fun. It was really cool. It was only about college, connecting, all of that. But now it's opened up, and to be honest, I'm likening Facebook to Craigslist nowadays. And you can, if you know what that is, if you're watching this, you know what Craigslist is, please drop a comment and say you know what Craigslist is. But there is a lot of opportunity to find events on there now that are really, really valuable. Networking events. There are networking groups on Facebook. And me and some of my business specialists here at the company at Helps2, we have done a lot of just reaching out, networking, responding to people on Facebook, and it has ended up with us, signing retainers with them, or, doing full-on website rebrands for people. So that has been really, really cool, and I highly recommend that. So add cold outreach to, if you do not have a pipeline and there's no inbound leads coming in, add cold outreach to your efforts, to your strategy, and make it a daily lift. Like, I'm gonna reach out to 5 to 10 people every single day in this Facebook group or on LinkedIn. I'm gonna get LinkedIn Sales Navigator, and I'm gonna reach out to people in this industry because I'm in that industry, or I like to serve that industry, or they'd be a great connection. Do it. It's okay. People do it and make hundreds, if not millions hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars. They do it, and they're highly successful with it. And then sometimes you meet people that are super friendly. They put you on, and then they recommend you to their buddy and their business partner and their other person that runs a business. So you can't go wrong. With that, there are 3 things that you can be implementing. If you implement all 3 of them, I bet you in 90 days, your pipeline will be completely transformed. So there you have it. office hours today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some information that's gonna help you soar and stop filling the pipeline test. If you wanna get connected, please subscribe. And if you want a consultation by myself, look in the description. Or if you want my marketing blueprint, that is my general marketing blueprint, you wanna download it, also link in my description of this video. Guys, I will see you in the next office hours. If you want me to talk about something, put it in the comments and I will check you later. Now go get those real, relevant, and real good results. I'll check you later. Bye.